What if I told you the most decisive battle in Japanese history wasn't won with swords or strategy, but with betrayal? That one man rose to power not by leading the charge, but by convincing others single to fight. This is the story of how Tokugawa Ieyasu didn't just win a war. He rewrote Japan's destiny with ink and deception. The year is 1600. Japan is a land shattered by decades of civil war. The Sengoku Jidai, the Warring States period, has reduced the once unified land into pieces. Every province, every castle is a chessboard, and the daimyos or warlords are the players. At the center of this fragile balance stands a young heir, Toyotomi Hideyori, the son of the great unifier Toyotomi Hideyoshi. But he's only a child, and the vultures are circling. One of them is Tokugawa Ieyasu, a patient man, a cunning strategist, and one of Hideyoshi's 5 designated regents. He had sworn to protect Hideyori, but power has a strange way of testing promises. Opposing him is Ishida Mitsunari, a loyalist, a bureaucrat more than a warrior, but fiercely devoted to the Toyotomi clan. He sees through Ieyasu. He knows what's coming. So, the stage is set. 2 camps, east versus west. Tokugawa Ieyasu leading the eastern army, Ishida Mitsunari leading the western army. Over 160,000 samurai preparing to clash at Sekigahara, the heart of Japan. But here's where things get dark. Unknown to Mitsunari, many of the western generals, his own allies, had already received secret letters. Letters promising land, titles, and survival if they turned on Mitsunari at the right moment. These weren't mere negotiations, these were time bombs. Among them was Kobayakawa Hideaki, a young general with 15,000 troops. Publicly, he stood with Mitsunari. Privately, he was waiting for Tokugawa's signal, and on the morning of the battle, he hesitated. For hours, the 2 armies fought brutally. Blood drenched the fields of Sekigahara. Mitsunari's side seemed to be holding its ground. But Tokugawa didn't panic. He knew the real battle wasn't on the field. It was in the hearts of those generals he had bought. Then, just past midday, Tokugawa ordered his men to fire cannons, not at the enemy, but into the mountainside where Kobayakawa's forces were waiting. It was the signal, and suddenly, Kobayakawa turned, charging downhill, not at Tokugawa, but into the back of Mitsunari's army. Other generals followed. In minutes, Ishida Mitsunari's dream of saving the Toyotomi legacy crumbled. He fled, but was captured, humiliated, and eventually executed. The Toyotomi child Hideyori was allowed to live, for now, but Tokugawa had won, not by courage, but by convincing men not to be courageous. 3 years later, Tokugawa Ieyasu was declared shogun of Japan, and for the next 250 years, his descendants ruled an isolated, unified nation. The betrayal at Sekigahara didn't just destroy one man. It taught an entire nation that politics wins over loyalty. The Tokugawa era brought peace, yes, but it was peace rooted in fear, surveillance, and the crushing of opposition. Tokugawa didn't betray Ishida Mitsunari. He betrayed the very idea of honor that samurai claimed to live by. And still, he is remembered as one of Japan's greatest leaders. So the question is, do the ends really justify the means? Or was Japan's peace built on a foundation of quiet treachery and the silence of those who chose survival over principle? Think about it. History is full of shadows, secrets, and forgotten voices, and we're here to bring them back to life. If this story moved you, imagine what else waits to be uncovered. From ancient fortresses to whispered legends, each tale holds power. So if you crave more journeys into the mysterious and the true, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe, because some stories deserve to be told again.